Welcome back to In the Garden. I am joined with Jordan from Grange Co-op, and today we're talking about probably one of the most iconic birds we have out there, hummingbirds. So we have a lot of varieties of hummingbird feeders around here. They're, they come in a wide variety, very, very cute. So Jordan, what do we need to know when, filling up these guys with, liquid bird feeder?
Sure, the gist is all the same. Hummingbirds have an almost exclusive nectar diet. They're going to be taking the nectar produced by plants, that high sugar content, and that's what gives them the energy they need. So all these work on the same principle of just being a reservoir and a feeder and access on the bottom. You can get pre-made nectar. It's frequently available, has a little bit longer shelf life, but making your own is actually incredibly easy to do.
Okay, and you mentioned sugar water with strictly sucrose.
Yep. 1-to-4 ratio is what's recommended by the Audubon Society. 1 part sugar to 4 parts water. It's going to give you a very thin syrup, and you only want to use sucrose. You don't want to use any kind of corn syrup or honey, brown sugar, confectioner sugar. Those additives aren't necessary at all, and at worst they can make the syrup spoil quicker.
That's a good tip right there. There's also other options like stuff that comes in cans. Be careful that these can be very deceptive looking. So these are great because they do last longer than your regular shelf.
What you're going to find as you get used to feeding your hummingbirds is you're going to learn quickly how much you go through. You might have a very territorial area where 1 or 2 dominate, and you're not going to go through as much. You can lessen that one hummingbird's impact by spreading these out. So out of sight, out of mind. Put these not in direct line of sight with one another. Use a trellis or a screen to block that hummingbird's point of view. And then if you get plenty of them, you'll be going through this a lot quicker. So this may be the easy way for someone who just has 1 hummingbird feeder out there and not a lot of visitors. You may find it's easier to make it in bulk when you have a lot more. I would caution though to not fill up a feeder that's going to sit out for several days at a time. Your nectar is going to be stable for about 2 to 3 days. And you're going to want to switch it out and clean your feeder frequently. You don't want it to go mildewy. It's going to be unhelpful for the birds.
That's a great tip. Now, you can feed hummingbirds year-round, right?
You can. If you're going to put out a nectar option, then commit to doing it all winter. If you choose not to do that, you can pull your nectar feeders about last frost when the flowers themselves will die back. Hummingbirds feed on small insects and spiders and sap. They're well acclimated to this area, and you don't need to feed them year-round. What you can also do is have a water source that they'll visit frequently so you can still enjoy them over winter without having to worry about thawing this out twice a week.
All right, thank you, Jordan. So if you guys want to learn more information about how to properly feed hummingbirds here in Southern Oregon and Northern California, you guys, of course, can go to a Grange Co-op to learn more information, or you can head to our website at KDRV.com. Thank you so much for joining us in the garden.